You're watching The 7 from WATE 6 on your side.
Good evening, I'm Bo Williams, and welcome to The 7. Our first big story on the 7 at 7 list for you tonight, a deadly wreck in downtown Knoxville. Knoxville police releasing more and more specifics for us. The crash happening a little after 1 p.m. today at the corner of Henley and Main. Now, the damage done, tremendous. The front of one car smashed in, so was the side of a Jeep SUV, which was also tossed up onto the sidewalk and into the outside wall of a building. Since 4 this afternoon, we've learned the person killed was the driver of the car. Knoxville police explaining what they've been able to piece together to this point. Investigators say UT police officers spotted the car making a U-turn on the Henley Bridge, colliding then with a cat bus in the process. That crash apparently a minor one. But investigators say the driver then drove off, heading north toward downtown when it crashed into the Jeep, which was turning left from southbound Henley onto Main. As we mentioned, the man behind the wheel of the car died at the scene. A woman riding in the Jeep went to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Police are not releasing the name of the man killed in the incident. Our next Big 7 story for you right now, shortages at pharmacies. The Food and Drug Administration says several hundred medications and medical devices are in short supply. People needing those hard-to-get medications suffer from asthma, cancer, infections, ADHD, and more. So why is this happening? Well, pharmacist Hamilton Borden with Blount Discount Pharmacy says the closure of several manufacturing plants and medication recalls have just, well, added to the problem.
All of it, in my opinion, appears to be manufacturing issues. Whenever we're talking with the drug reps on the diabetes medicines, they said that it was all a short supply coming from, like there was one supplier of the pen needles that we're making and going into the medications.
We're told the key to making sure you get the medications you need is, well, first to call your pharmacy ahead of time. We're talking long before you might run out. That way, if the drug you need is out of stock, well, they can then try to find some for you. Or your doctor can offer an alternative. And keep this in mind, some of those backup drugs might also be scarce given that other patients are also switching. Well, a big answer tonight about the cause of a recent fire at Anakeesta. 1 week has passed now since the fire, and tonight the park tells us it has heard back from Gatlinburg fire investigators. You know, we showed you the flames from our Anakeesta camera. The park says Gatlinburg fire crews have ruled the fire now accidental. A quote, spontaneous combustion is what they're calling it. They're saying it is linked to recent independent contractor work. Fortunately, in this case, no one was hurt. An Anakeesta spokesperson says the fire was contained to the Owl House. That's part of the park's bird venture area, still under development and not open to the public. The park putting out a statement, reading in part, quote, the Anakeesta team is thankful for the quick response of emergency crews and that no one was hurt in the incident, end quote. A crash from last night leading us to our next big story, and there is a big danger out there this time of year for young people. But before we explain, we need to remind you of the crash that was breaking news last night at 11 o'clock. It happened on Hill Road in the Halls community. Rural Metro believes all 3 people involved were underage. Now, one of them was thrown out of the car by the force of the wreck and found by first responders on the roadway. That person was taken to UT Medical Center, while the 2 other young people in the car suffered minor injuries. The Knox County Sheriff's Office is investigating what led to the crash. Last night's crash serving as a reminder that we're now into an extra dangerous time for teen drivers. The time between Memorial Day and Labor Day earning an ominous name, the 100 Deadliest Days. With school out and more young people behind the wheel, the average number of deadly teen driver crashes climbs. Nationwide, more than 30% of deaths involving teen drivers happen during this time. Jeff Bagwell with Rural Metro tells us how tough it is to pull up to a crash involving teenagers.
You have the adrenaline that takes hold, your training takes hold, and so it's pretty simple to just follow that regimented approach of how you treat that incident. It's not until afterwards that you begin to think about this young person that's 15, 16, 17 years old and how their life may now be changed.
Speeding is a factor in nearly 30% of fatal crashes involving teenagers. Distracted driving also plays a role in nearly 6 out of every 10 crashes. This is according to AAA. Also crucial, wearing a seatbelt. You know, often the difference between a crash with minor injuries, life-threatening injuries, or a fatality. Next on our Big 7 story list for you right now, big damage to a church. It means felony charges of vandalism and burglary for 2 12-year-olds. According to the Blount County Sheriff's Office, Smyrna Baptist Church was vandalized on May 13th. Deputies finding major damage inside the church. We're talking broken windows, overturned chairs and pews, a destroyed piano and organ, and a flooded bathroom. The church estimating the damage at $200,000. The two boys suspected in the incident reportedly confessing to deputies, as well as admitting to damaging two homes near the church. Now, they are facing a number of charges, including aggravated burglary and 1 count each of vandalism between $60,000 and $200,000. We're visiting the church and looking at its response, and we'll have that for you tonight at 11 o'clock. Next on our Big 7 list, hearing from students about UT's plan to tackle the housing shortage. Of course, it's not just a student issue. Knoxville's hot housing market has pushed up rents with available units, really just hard to find in some cases. But the notion of living on or close to campus and without paying too much just adds to the difficulty. You know, you might remember how the school was forced last fall to rent an entire hotel in West Knoxville to accommodate some students, creating a temporary dorm in the process. Back on campus, UT plans now to build 3 new dorms, 1 each on Andy Holt and Caledonia Avenues, plus a 3rd adjacent to Lindsey Nelson Baseball Stadium. Those will add 2,500 beds on campus. Matter of fact, some students say that the new dorms will help bring more students to campus and hopefully keep them there longer.
You know, with 3 new dorms especially, that should be able to increase the amount of people who are able to come in here, and especially, you know, keep those enrollment numbers up as well.
I think the new housing is really phenomenal. I think a lot of students love living there. The athletes obviously love living there because they stay there throughout their 4 years. It's a great place to live, and I mean, I wouldn't change anything about it.
You know, we've reached out to see when the school is expected to break ground on those new dorms. We should note the dorms on Caledonia and Andy Holt Avenue are expected to be completed by fall 2025. The dorm next to Lindsey Nelson Stadium expected to be wrapped up by 2026. And we are wrapping up our Big 7 with the next turn in a closely followed saga. When, oh when, will Buc-ee's open up in Sevier County? Well, tonight there is a solid date, June 26th. Mark it down, circle it. Doors to the exit 407 location open at 6 o'clock that morning. This comes after a number of delays. It will be the first business to open at the exit 407 Gateway to Adventure Entertainment District. The Sevierville Buc-ee's will also briefly hold the title of the world's largest convenience store at 74,000 square feet. If you pass it on the interstate, you know it, because it is easy to spot.